Hi everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Gerb. Today we're doing cookies, a lot of cookies. Right now I'm mixing up about a cup of butter, a teaspoon of salt, some baking soda. Oh, hey, wait, no, there's separate things you got to do with separate things. I'm doing a lot of sugar and the butters right now, mixing that all up in one little thing. So that is 3/4 cup of regular sugar, granulated sugar, and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. How come you taste so good? Yeah, that's a song by somebody. But you want to mix that up in a separate cup. Once that thing is all going good, then you got to take 2 eggs. I'll get this going here real quick. Yeah. Another key thing, use a wooden spoon. You use a plastic spoon, mother will break. And that ain't good. Well, that is not good. I'm going to try and use proper English. And now, what's really cool is to do with a one-hand trick. Make sure that no eggshells end up in there. That sucks. Because before you know, you're biting into a cookie and then you get like a whole eggshell and then you got to go to the dentist because, well, you lost a tooth. But still, there we go, yeah. And now, one thing that is kind of nice is I added the butter early. It asks that the butter is warm. One thing that I have a habit is when I'm making cookies, that all my butter ends up being real cold, and I'm adding it in here, and before you know it, you're like trying to get like these huge chunks of stuff flying around, and you're like pissed, super pissed. So, you take the butter out like a day ahead, and you just put it on the oven, then it melts real nice, even like a couple hours ahead. Oh God, this is looking prime. Oh yeah. Mold that all together. Now this is my first time actually doing this in 2 separate things. Most times I'm just like, screw it, let's just add it all together. Then I read the directions later. And then I'm like, oh, I should have done these 2 separate spots. Well, that would have been a lot more intelligent, but I get antsy. I'm a short patience man. So, now this other side, we had 2 1/4 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, and then a teaspoon of, what was that other thing? I don't know. You can see the directions right here. Then you slowly just sift that in. Yeah. 2 pots going simultaneous. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Then it all kind of mixes together. I'm just going to plop it all. It's said to gradually add it. I don't care about that. I'm going to just take the wooden spoon. Oh, son of a biscuit. I'm getting flour all over my stuff. Oh, yeah, there was salt in here, too. A teaspoon of salt. That was all groovy. Now, once you start this going, you're going to like notice that the wooden spoon isn't doing anything good enough, and that's where you tap that son of a gun and just maybe start using your fingers. Just make sure that you wash your hands, stay clean, stay healthy. That's all that matters. Yeah, fold that up real nice. You might start getting goo all over you, but hey, that's the way of the road. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Maybe I could have probably used a blender, but that'd be intelligent. Got most of the cookie dough off right now, so now we're going to start ending up throwing in some chocolate chips. Now this asks for 2 cups, so I got 1 in a regular cup. Try and mix those in there. There's no way we're going to edit out all these last, so we're just going to keep.
I got the cookie like when you put in the chocolate chips, so that's okay.
And then we got a second cup where I just put it in a regular cup because measurements are super cool because 1 cup is a, oh, Holy son of a biscuit, they're caught it. There we go. Yeah, oh, these cookies are looking prime. Super good. All right. Mold that up. Now, I'm going to take that little thing, push that over here, take this. Now, I use a baking sheet just because it makes things so much more convenient, because usually you only have one pan to use at a time. And you're like, oh no, now I got to like wait till they cool down, then you got to use the little scapula thing. And you're like, oh, pissed. This, you can just take it off right away. So, now they asked for like a teaspoon size. I think that looks like a teaspoon size, so bam.
Mathieu, usually, like, I don't know what we all love. We say,
And here we are. You got your full tray of cookies. Step 1, grab the tray. Step 2, angle towards the oven. Step 3, well, make sure you, oh, son of a biscuit. Okay, we're all good. Yeah, there we go. Put that in there. Ooh, that's a little hot. You're going to have to watch out for your cookie hands. And then you're going to have to let it wait for approximately, I think it's 8 minutes. 8. The ocho. So sit back, relax, have yourself a pina colada. Wait till that thing comes out. If you got a second tray, start decorating your tray right away. Otherwise, just wait for this one, remove the sheet, place a new sheet on top, new tray pans, and then you'll wait till they all go all the way through. Yeah. All right. We have put the cookies in the oven. We've gone through one tray already. My friends feasted like freaking banshees. They came after those cookies like hawks. They dove into them. Now, the one thing is you got to set the oven for 375, and you got to set those cookies in there for about 8 minutes. That's the general idea. It's kind of the look of, if you look at the cookies, oh, there we go. Got the sound. I sent that a minute early, so I'm going to just leave it for just a little bit more. You'll look at those cookies sometimes and you're like, hey, the tops of those cookies look like underdone still. Don't be fooled by that. That means they're done. It's a fallacy. It's a lie. They'll cook more when you bring them out of the oven. But still, they are delicious. So we're going to give a little bit of time here. Everything I just told you was a lie. Those are still quite underdone. So we're just going to talk for a little bit more. Hi, my name is Gerb. I'm a Sagittarius. I enjoy long walks on the beach, candlelit dinners. You know, a Sagittarius is a man with a bow. And I'm half horse. Nay. I like to gallop through the meadows. Stuff like that. I'm just trying to burn time, and hoping you're burning time with me. And now I think we've burned through enough time where I think, yeah, that looks good enough for me. Oh yeah, there's also the idea too, if you'll look at the oven, they look really, really pale, but then you bring them back into the light and you can actually see like that kind of golden glow on top of them. One key idea is to like let them chill for probably not put them right on top of a top. You don't know what's going to burn off at what time. Set them on a surface that can take some heat. Just let them chill for a second. Get some air. All right, now that the cookies have cooled down a little bit, you just take that sheet of paper and you just kind of slide them on all out. Just set them out right there and they just chill. And that's when you ask all your friends to just come and attack you. Because if you have this much cookies by yourself, that's probably unhealthy. Delicious, but unhealthy. So you just have it, you get your friends, you have a party, and you have a good time. Now, I got more cookies to tray up, and I got more things to cook. But I want to thank you for episode 5. Now, yeah, it's episode 5, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's episode 5. That's not too much stuff. But now I got a question for you. I'm running out of ideas to cook. I want you, the viewer, to tell me what to cook next, to sauce up this life, to live the dream. You give me ideas, write it on that little tablet, like me on Facebook, like me on YouTube, or, well, I don't own a Twitter account yet, so that's not possible, but still, you do what you gotta do to live the dream and have a good time with Cooking with Gerb. Da-da-da-da. Stay saucy, and I'm gone. Done!